Shillow's crib. It's November 22nd, 2022. And on this date, 16 years ago today, which actually it would have been yesterday, I had got shot. I was wounded in combat, and I happened to capture it on video, or at least a portion of it, not the whole gunfight. For those of you who don't know, I served in the military. I was a hospital corpsman, which is a medic, and I was embedded with the Marines. I was with infantry pretty much my whole career. Um, Maybe about 6 years of the 8.5 years that I served. And for that time, I was deployed 3 times, twice to Iraq and then once to Afghanistan. Afghanistan being the first deployment that I did in 2005. I was a young buck. I was 22 years old, and when I came back from Afghanistan in 2006 so we came back in January. Yeah, we deployed back in uh, 8 months later, back out to Iraq. And again, I was with infantry guys here in Hawaii, and I kind of wanted to do a reaction video to this video that I filmed 16 years ago. It is on YouTube. Type in Doc Vasquez, Iraq. Um, and so I've watched it earlier today. Yesterday, I was watching it too, just kind of like, whoa, it's been a while. But yeah, definitely a different time. So I kind of want to go through it and kind of explain what I was going through, what I was thinking, the after effects, what happened. But yeah, so what happened in this situation is very interesting. 2006 was a very bad year for the war in Iraq, uh, mainly because our troops were stretched thin. We were stretched thin. I mean, you think about a battalion of Marines, it's 1,000 Marines. That doesn't include not everybody who's in that thousand, that battalion is on patrols, right? You have like command and control. You have folks that are um, doing supply stuff, right? So not everybody is on these foot patrols or whatnot. So we're stretched thin. I think in the area that we were in, it was the Haditha triad. There's 3 big cities: Haklania, Haditha, and Barwana. And each city was tens of thousands. You're talking about maybe like 80,000 people, and then there's like a couple patrols of us, of 12, 15, 20 Marines at a time, right? We were fighting an insurgency. So we were stretched thin, and as a result, um, we we lost a lot of guys on this deployment, a lot of good friends. And so, in this situation here, which is very interesting, is we just moved into this area. I got in Iraq in September of 2006. Our battalion did, and a lot of our units immediately started taking casualties. But for weapons, for us, we were in a different area. We saw some activity, IEDs here and there, but then when we moved up further north into this area on the Euphrates River, um, man, it was like right, we moved further north. That's where the enemy was. They were like smuggling weapons through that area and stuff like that. So it was very, very intense. Anyhow, my unit, I was with weapons. Um, Shoot, I forget my platoon number. I forget what platoon number I was in. Anyhow, we're going to this new area. We took over this guy's house, kicked him out of his house. He had a nice 2-story house with a roof on top, um, and our units were already there. They were building a berm around the area, kind of securing it, but they were getting hit like every day. And so it was our turn to come into that unit, that area, and basically we were going to do our first patrol. We had some engineers embedded with us, And these engineers were going to go. We were going to take them around the area that we've never surveyed. You know, we've never did a patrol on yet, and basically um, they were going to put some sensors in the ground that would detect any digging, any digging up the dirt, because IEDs were really bad. So we took these guys with us. We're kind of going through the area, and right when we're about to approach this town on the other side of this berm, this other side of this mound right here, um, that's when the bad guys started shooting at us. They actually started shooting at me first. Uh, this guy walked up 3 shots. First shot was about maybe 10 feet away. Second shot was about 5 feet away. And then the third shot, when I turned around, hit me in the back. Hit me right below my armor plates and then came out the side of my pelvic. Missed my bone. But then what happened was that bullet actually struck my friend right next to me in the leg, kind of grazed him in the leg. I didn't find out till later. But anyhow, I was like telling him like, "Hey, dude, I'm shot. I'm shot." And he was like, "No, you're not," because he was shot. But then I lifted up my shirt, and he was just like, "Oh, Doc is shot," you know. So anyhow, we were right out in the open. We ended up getting up, running around this little mound right here, and at this point, our folks are spread out. It's like 12 of us. So we got 3 guys, couple guys on the left, couple guys on the right, and then us right here with our captain and the radio guy and the engineer guy next to me. So I'm gonna play it. You're gonna see, this gunfight, and I'll pause it and kind of interject here, but you can see that the bad guys really got us zeroed in pretty good. Check this out.
Roger, we're taking fire right now. I just got shot, and all of us are now down.
Disclaimer, there's some language in
We're
here.
pinned down by a sniper. We don't know.
So,
See anybody?
he's like, "Do you see anybody?"
Man, we need to find out where these guys are at, man. We just need to level the whole place, man.
Level the whole thing.
No worries. Again, he's fine. We've got no other casualties right now.
Are they saying it's a react here?
Oh yeah, so he asked if they're sending a react. So we literally, this guy's house that we're staying at is literally just down the street. Um, and um, quick reaction force, is somebody that's on standby and they're ready to jump into the vehicles and come support us. They're on the way, but or they're getting geared up, ready on the way. But at this point, it's just us.
Oh, man. Oh. Man, I told you, man, it was from the house, man.
So obviously you can see that I'm fine. Right before I filmed this video or pulled out the camera, the thoughts were all racing through my mind, like I'm bleeding out. I really got scared because I couldn't see the gunshot because you have the armor. It's very hard to check. But literally got shot by my spine. It's about an inch from my spine, came out the side on my pelvic side. But literally in my mind, I'm thinking I'm going to stop breathing any moment. I'm gonna bleed out. I just don't know it. Hit an artery, something. I'm thinking those thoughts, and but at the same time, a lot of this is all reactionary. So you're just reacting. Yeah.
What? Everybody better stay the f down.
Oh, man.
Here we go.
Let's see if I can get up.
URF, baby.
Is that them? We're taking fire! We're taking fire!
Everybody back the back.
Is that Duska?
Get down, no wind! Get the down! You need help up?
No, I'm good. Hey, I can move whenever. Whoa!
It's just so one of the things that that the bad guys had, they were supplied really good. They had Dishkas. They had two, I believe, and we found one of them. Or I think we found both of them. But the Dishkas are the 50 caliber machine guns that the Russians have, and these guys had it. So I'm hearing these loud thumps, and basically, um, you know, I don't know if they had it, but that's pretty much what I thought. I mean, they obviously have machine gun fire, and you can see the rounds popping up all over the place. We can hear them zipping past us. So it was a really bad situation because we couldn't stand up in this situation, and we get shot, get mowed down. But they have an advantage because they're on a hill. This little town is on a hill. There's a school. They were in a school. We didn't know that at the time, and they just have us zeroed in. So it was very difficult for us to just stand up and kind of shoot aimlessly. We didn't even know where they're shooting at us from. So you're gonna hear these loud thumps, the loud explosions, um, and what we thought they were mortars. If you don't know what a mortar is, a little tube. They put a little uh, bomb in there and it launches it over. They were really accurate with mortars. I mean, they had a 10-digit GPS on our location and would hit our compound all the time. Um, my vehicle actually got hit in one incident. Um, so anyhow, we thought it was mortars. I started tripping out. I was like, "You got to get out of here." You got about 30 seconds before that mortar lands, and then you're done, right? So you can also hear me playing in here. But anyhow, um, yeah, it gets intense.
Get fucking react down here.
Here we go.
Man. Amen, Father. It's a victory right now in
Where
Jesus.
the fuck are the... Oh shit!
Mortars.
Oh, man!
We were tripping, man.
That's a long ways away, don't worry.
Father, in Jesus'
Fall
name.
back.
Right.
Get ready to fall back.
So, so the engineer thinks that basically it's a long ways away, um, but typically you hear the launch, you hear it go boom boom, and then you know it's in the air. So you got to hear it launch first. Like we could hear rockets being launched at us before they would land. So you hear them and then you run. You know what I mean? So you get covered. In this instance, it wasn't a mortar. It was Corporal Smoose or Sergeant Smoose. And basically, he had shot his 203 grenade launcher, and he was just shooting back. But anyhow, it was him shooting his grenade launcher back, which is cool. So anyhow, we're about to break contact here. The captain, our lead, basically says, "Hey, we got to get some more distance in between us and the bad guys." And so he's basically saying break contact. Being in Davenport, we're stuck there. We didn't even leave, and we're seeing he's on the radio. He didn't leave either. Like we're just all stuck to the ground. It's nuts. It's a nuts situation. So
Father, in Jesus' name.
Fall back. Get ready to fall back. Make contact.
it's just us shooting back. You hear that I'm in something.
We're breaking contact. Hey, get back up! Break contact. We're heading back.
Hey, break contact.
Break contact back! Stay down!
Sheets, right? Look, you can see how zeroed in these guys were by how much we're hugging the ground. They like literally had us out now. So smart on them, really bad on us. Like just getting caught in that situation. There's nothing you can do, I mean, except for try to get cover, try to find out where they're shooting at you from. But you can see Davenport's just hugging the ground with me. You can hear me, breathing, and in some pain there.
Oh man. All right. We're breaking contact. Hey, get back up! Break contact. We're heading back.
Hey, break contact! Break contact back! Stay down!
Hey, get further back! Oh man.
Alright. Ready?
Alright, hold on. I can grab my weapon. I'm gonna leave the.
Leave the med bag.
All right. Well, there was some audio stuff that happened at the end of the video. So I just wanted to kind of close out with some comments about what you just saw and my reaction to it. It's 16 years ago that I got shot, and just a couple of takeaways. One, I'm very grateful to be here, still be alive. That wasn't my first close call. That was 2006. And then in 2009, I got another attack, an ID attack, to where I was medevaced again and had a mild TBI, had a concussion and so forth. It busted an eardrum. So number two, I'm grateful that it didn't cause significant damage to my bones. I do have some scar tissue issues and some lower back issues, but overall, I'm grateful for that. And then number three, you might have heard me praying throughout that whole video. I mean, I was praying for God's protection and God's help. So I'm grateful to God for his protection on my life. And then, of course, I want to give props to our guys that are on the front lines, to our guys and gals. I only worked with the infantry, but you know, these are guys we're basically on the front lines, fighting insurgency and fighting our enemy, and we had a lot of casualties in our battalion. We had over 200 wounded, and we lost about 23. We lost 23 guys, 22 Marines and 1 sailor, 5 of which were friends of mine. And you know, we want to remember them and honor them. You know, when I look at the video of me getting shot, it is surreal that it happened, but there were guys that didn't come home, friends of mine that didn't come home from that deployment. It was very rough season of my life, and for all of our guys that were over there. You know, when you're in it, you don't think it has an effect on you. You're doing your job. You're going in and day out. You're doing your patrols and doing your missions. When you come back and there's been some time of reintegration with a normal life, you know, everybody has different reactions. It might not be like you hear an explosion and then, you know, you're triggered. I was like that at first, and then I got over that. But it's all the other little things day to day that kind of bring back those memories, and sometimes they're good, and sometimes they're not so good. And so we, you know, we press through the trauma that we experienced, and you know, just for me, you know, like I held off getting help for so long that it ultimately affected me in a very, and it, you know, in a sense, it still does affect me, but it affected me in a very bad way, to where I kind of just fell off a cliff. And thank God that I'm still here because of some of the stuff that I've gone through over the years, and getting help for sure. But you know, I just want to encourage, if a veteran sees this, you know, like everybody's trauma is different, but I encourage definitely getting that help, seeing somebody, talking through it, and how it affects your day to day and so forth. So I would definitely encourage, you know, veterans, all veterans, to get help and to seek help, because we're used to just charging through the mission. You know, you get shot, you know, like me, I get shot, and then within 1 week, I'm back out with my guys ground pounding, you know, and you know, there was a time there at the end, that night after I got shot, where it was really just like by myself, and getting in my thoughts and just thinking that it's over and I'm done. And but you also need to take that time. You need to take that time to heal. Maybe after the mission, you got to take off your armor. You got to take off your camis and all that stuff, and your sappy plates and your side plates and your helmet, your Kevlar, and you got to dress your wounds. And so I think if that's a takeaway that helps somebody watching this, this is going on my son's channel, Shiloh's Crib, where we're gamers. We post our video games and so forth, and trying to have fun. But this is just an aspect of my life, of our life, and it was 16 years ago, and some of us, didn't come home, and so we do want to be grateful for what we have today, and remember and reflect during this holiday season as well. That's all I got. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, share it with somebody, and thanks for tuning in. Take care. Bye.